In this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy, joy for all the world. And there's quite enough peace and quite enough power to walk through our every fear. For spirit, oh, God's spirit is in this very room. In this very room is in this very in this room, oh, in this room.
So right here and right now is the only time there is. And in this place, there's no other place like this place. When I was a little girl, they used to sing, "This may be the last time, I don't know." And every time I say that, my children say, "Mama, don't start that." I said, "Well, I'm almost 100. When are you going to give me permission to go?" But I just know that there'll never be a time like this with the same group of people. Somebody new will be here, and somebody here will be gone. But I give thanks for tonight. I give thanks for every person here. And I give thanks for what I know. If somebody asked me, do I believe in God? I said, no, I don't believe in God. I know God. It's way beyond a belief now. It's what I know. And I feel like I always talk about Jerry Rice and Steve Young, that God has passed me the ball, and I've run with the ball for a long time, and now I'm passing the ball to each one of you here, because there's only one of us here. And somebody said, when the women went up to the tomb, the angel said, go and tell him he has risen as he said. So I'm talking to you now, everybody here. Go tell them. Go and tell them. Go and tell them. Go and tell them. The Bible says, come all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. I'll give you rest. Somebody else said there's rest for the weary. Oh my God. And so we're here tonight to just rest and to just give thanks. And we don't need to tell God anything about our problems because Holy Spirit knows what we need. And all we need to do is just give thanks. And so it is.
Reverend Eloise Oliver. It hits even more powerfully today, doesn't it? I'm trying to keep it inside. I'm trying to keep it inside. So I'm gonna hand the mic over, and I want you guys to give her a warm welcome. Please welcome Reverend Dereca to the stage. Good evening. Good evening. That feels like East Bay Church of Religious Science. My name is Reverend Dereca Blackmon, and I am the senior minister here at the East Bay Church of Religious Science. I use she or they gender pronouns, and I will always tell you what my gender pronouns are because you can't tell what they are by looking at me. And because it's just a reminder to our friends in the queer community as they are beset by attacks all around, that we see them and we honor them in our ministry. This event, anybody know what the name of this event is? What is it? The gala, the celebration, the big party, where we gonna dance? The name of this event is Celebrating Our Legacy, Building Our Future. Does that sound good? Anybody know that East Bay has a legacy worth celebrating? How many people feel like I'm a part of that legacy? Yes, yes. How many people are thinking, no matter where I go, no matter where I live, even if I have my own church home, I'm still a part of that future because it's one faith, many locations. Right? Here we are with the opportunity to celebrate. So the first half is to celebrate our history. And JJ, you'll let me know when we're ready to do that. Yeah, okay, it's all good. I can ad-lib. You ready? Okay, let's go. Celebrate our legacy.
The divine idea that is the East Bay Church of Religious Science was incorporated on September 3rd, 1973. The first minister of East Bay, as it is affectionately known, was Reverend Earl Evans, who left First Church, now known as the Oakland Center for Spiritual Living, after making a promise to new member Eloise Oliver to build a church on a bus line. Little did anyone know how prophetic a promise it would turn out to be. Reverend Earl was succeeded for a short time by Reverend Roger Harrison. And in 1979, Reverend Ernest Forks came to East Bay, becoming one of the first African-American religious science ministers in Northern California. During his 11 years as a senior minister, the East Bay Church Choir was founded under the direction of Tyrone Cozy. East Bay then moved to the Berkeley House, now known as the Best Western, from 1985 to 1989. After Reverend Ernie Forks left to go to Seattle, a dynamic speaker named Reverend Amon took over as senior minister, followed by Reverend Virginia Sorrell. East Bay returned to the Masonic Temple for a short period of time and then moved to Bjornson Hall. Reverend Francione served as senior minister from 1990 to 1991, and when she re-entered the education field, she was succeeded by Reverend Dr. Eloise Oliver, whose call for an accessible church was the very catalyst for East Bay's founding. Under Reverend E's leadership, the congregation grew exponentially, and a second and third service were added. We moved to Preservation Park and had services here in Nile Hall. Not only did the church grow from 37 to 1,200 people during the 10 years at Preservation Park, many grew more aware of their spiritual nature through Reverend E's mystic teachings, based in love, oneness, and a deep commitment to healing. Reverend E is considered an icon in the religious science movement, where she brought elements of her Pentecostal roots and infused traditional songs, lyrics with metaphysical consciousness, reading from the Bible in the pulpit but embracing all religions, colors, and creeds. Thousands across the globe give testimony to the power of her consciousness to heal anything from cancer to a broken heart. Around the church, even today, you can hear her devoted followers testify, "Reverend E saved my life."
Nothing from without can touch the perfect life of God within me.
Nothing from without can touch the perfect life of God within me.
No past experience has power over me.
No past experience has power over me.
I am a perfect expression of God.
I am a perfect expression of God.
And nothing that anyone has ever done or said can interfere with my divine destiny.
And nothing that anyone has ever done or said can interfere with my divine destiny.
Nothing that I have ever.
Early in 2002, the property at 4130 Telegraph Avenue became available. Ever the visionary, Reverend E saw the potential of the property, which required significant repair and renovation. With the help of the board and the community, a new home was born. The first service was in late spring, and a grand dedication celebration took place in September of 2002. In 2016, Reverend E retired and moved into minister emeritus status. Reverend Joan Stedman, who had served for many years as senior minister at Oakland Center, stepped in as interim minister at East Bay. Reverend Celeste Frazier served as senior minister from 2018 to 2020, continuing to grow and expand East Bay's reach. She was succeeded by Reverend Francione, who returned after a long sojourn to serve as interim minister while the search for a new senior minister began anew. During this period, East Bay decided to move into a co-leadership model, and Arlene King, who had been a longtime member, high tither, and two-time board president, was appointed as chief operating officer, seamlessly guiding, sustaining, and even growing the church through the pandemic. She is committed to building a future grounded in love and service, where every individual's journey is honored and our collective impact shines brightly. In 2023, Reverend Dereca Blackmon returned to East Bay to take on the role of senior minister. Reverend Dereca, also known as the Irreverent Reverend, is a spiritual revolutionary and frontline advocate for all people who aspires to represent the presence of a divine love. Reverend Dereca came to East Bay in 1997, became a practitioner in 2002, and co-led the teen church for many years, becoming a licensed minister at East Bay in 2014. Her legacy of sacred activism and radical inclusion has touched nearly 100,000 lives in classrooms, corporations, and social justice movements around the globe. Together, Reverend Dereca and Arlene's vision for East Bay is expanding and growing beyond the physical walls of our sanctuary, touching and transforming lives in new and meaningful ways. Our reach will extend further, creating ripples of love and healing in the broader community. Their vision is a ministry rooted in radical inclusion, where every person who walks through our doors or meets with us virtually feels genuinely welcomed, seen, and embraced. They want everybody to experience the depth of love and spiritual nourishment that has been the foundation of East Bay for over 50 years. So from us to you, welcome to East Bay. We see you. We know who you are.
thank you for your support lo these many years. We want to acknowledge the ministers that are present as part of this era of service. So in our first era, which you heard about, we had many senior ministers, and the ones that we have still with us who served in that position are Reverend Eloise Oliver, who is here seated on the stage, Reverend Francione. Please acknowledge Reverend Francione. Come on out and get your full applause. Francis. Okay, we need to move. Yeah. All right, Reverend Frank. There you are. Reverend Amon is with us. Please acknowledge Reverend Amon. Yeah, we got it. One of the things that we decided was that while we have several of our former senior ministers here, we also wanted to acknowledge the people who surrounded them. Rather than just acknowledge by hierarchy, we know that so many of you serve in so many capacities, and there were people around at this time who weren't ministers yet, people who took different paths to ministry, and we want to invite them to come out because of their support and the seeds that were planted at this time. So, Reverend Mwata Rasuli was our first assistant minister. That's Reverend E. Did we get Reverend Mwata here yet? All right. We're going to get Reverend E seated back in the middle. Yes. We're going to put you right in the middle down here. Fabulous. Can we get her? There we go. Yes, please, in the middle. Thank you. Precious has the seat pulled out. Here we are. No. All right. Let's just get a moment for everyone to be settled. You all look beautiful. Somebody asked me about the attire for tonight, and I was like, now you know this is East Bay. There's going to be African attire, there's going to be some slacks, and then there's going to be some sequins. And it's, you know, I'm going to go full out, whatever the occasion is, so come as you are. That's one of the hallmarks of the East Bay Church, is come as you are. Whether it's in jeans or full regalia, we don't love you for what you have on. All right, so we have Reverend Mwati here, and I love the way this group talks about each other, because when I asked about this next person, Reverend Mwati said she might not have had the same degree as everybody, but that was who had the degree first. Reverend Mutima Imani, come out here and be acknowledged for, I think we're counting 38 years of service. Come on out here. Fabulous. Now, this is my ministerial classmate, but I was just a twinkle in the eye around this time. And what I know is that twinkle, that seed, that idea. When you're around mystics and teachers like this, the ministry is just in you. Come on, Reverend D. Jacqueline Edwards. You stand down there behind Reverend Fran, yeah? If you go behind Reverend Fran, we got about... I'm so blessed to have so many of my teachers here tonight, and the last minister in this first phase also really just came to check out what these amazing folks were doing. And eventually became a role that's hard to describe as we usher in the next phase. There are many titles that are given, but you know them by their fruit. So as the fruit, I welcome Reverend Dr. Andriette Earl. All right. So now we have an era. Reverend Francione built the church. It was 12. She took it to 37, kept it going. Reverend E came in, and we had this explosion, as you heard about in the video. We went from 37 to 1,200. We went from one service to 3. We had people come from all around the world to preach, to teach, but really to just pray, and sometimes to wash our feet. And in this era, we brought in Reverend Sherry Greer just as a member, but one whose seed had many plants. Come in, Reverend Sherry. Yes. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Reverend Queen Michelle Jordan is always working hard as our minister of music. Our assistant ministers, I call these next two our stalwarts. 24, 30 years, I ask them, they can't count all of the years. Reverend Robert Collins. Reverend Anthony Jackson, my assistant minister, my brother, the stalwart, I've been here and I ain't going nowhere. Come on. What they say, I'm still here. And in this era, there were other people who went different pathways into ministry, but we count all the pathways to God as what? Reverend Carmela Patton, the teacher of practitioners. And Reverend Liza Rankow. Is it legacy enough for you? How many ministers came out of this place? Half of these people, they were like, I just came to visit. I just came to check out what was happening. And more ministers were born. And then as Reverend E stepped into emeritus status, it was time for people to step in the gap. I remember Reverend Deborah coming and saying, y'all need to step up so that she can have a seat. And here came Reverend Joan Stedman. Okay, that's all good. Listen, I know how to stand up in places. Here we go. Reverend Joan Stedman came after already having fulfilled all the duties she could have been asked to do up at Oakland Center and said, I know a few things and I can help you get through this time. So we thank you so much, Reverend Joan. And then the search began. Now, who would be willing to follow after Reverend E? My God, Reverend Celeste Ferriger had a hard time, and we love you for it. We love you for it. And as if she hadn't already earned her chair, we need to acknowledge that when it was time for another search, Reverend Francione came back and did 3 years as the interim minister. And then there was me. And, wait, no, that's not time for the picture yet. Because East Bay made a decision. We're not just gonna have one minister to have to go through all the hardship that all of these folks had. We're gonna have a co-leadership, so here comes Reverend Arlene King. And we've had people who come and play such an extraordinary role that they have what we call multiple titles. They do things in the church, they do things with the church, they do things for the church, and they do so many things, it feels synonymous to the church itself. So, head of Abundant Blessings, head of our community outreach, head of our, you name it in the facilities, Reverend Ona Afre. Reverend Dr. Ona Afre. And if we're going to just call all the ministers, we have some legends in the house today, so we might as well get them all up here. Who else I have here? I've got Reverend Angelo Allen. And is Reverend Pamela Beatty here? Come on, Pamela, you can belong up here too. These are folks who, okay, we're coming right here. Yes, thank you, yes. Fabulous. They telling me we are a fire hazard if we put us all up here. So we're going to join with, this is our family ministers, Reverend Angelo, Reverend Pamela, my for real teachers, Reverend Deborah Johnson. And Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith. This is a historic moment. Yeah. So, there's a whole lot of protocol and pictures and things going on, but we need to just take this minute in right here. It is beyond an honor to be on this stage. It's an honor to be in the same room with this much brilliance, boldness, consciousness. Think about East Bay next 50 years. I think about what these three built and the ones behind them. I think about the pivot here and all that came. I think about the gaps and people who said, I'll go, and filled them. And I think about the reach that we have. Reverend Michael, as Reverend's teacher, is a part of who we are. Reverend Deborah, Reverend Andriette, as my teachers, is how I get to be here. Reverend Pamela, Reverend Angelo, Reverend Liza, Reverend Carmela, wherever, Reverend Andrea, wherever you are, we are. Reverend Mawata, look at all the churches here. Look, Reverend Robert, look at all the ministries here. I'm proud to be in this number, and I am grateful because I have learned so much. I got Reverend Amon's book on my shelf. I've learned so much from each and every one of you. But the heart of this church is Reverend Dr. Eloise Oliver. I said the heart of this church is Reverend Dr. Eloise Oliver. And so now, So now, the musicians would like to honor her. If we can have all the ministers to leave the stage, we're going to leave Reverend E here. And some folks are going to come. Lucian, are you coming? Oh, I knew I heard the sounds of heaven. I thought it was just all the ministers on the stage. It's Destiny Muhammad on the harp.
As the ministers return to their seats, we just take advantage of having Destiny Muhammad in the room. As the harpist from the hood, and how she served so many of our CSL communities over these 50 years, if you will, 30 years at least. So I asked Destiny to bring into the room a song that I've taught many children in the Bay Area that's called Hope on the Horizon. And I'm honored to sing along with her. And if you know it, please, let's lift our voices. Destiny, you want to start it? And a new day dawns. And a new day dawns. I see on the horizon. And a new day dawns. Today dawn. See hope. I see hope. And a new day dawns. And a new day dawn. New dawn. I see hope on the horizon. I see hope on the horizon. And a new day dawn. And a new day dawns.
Greetings, greetings. What's up, Unc? How are you? Hi, Grandmama. How you doing? You are so beautiful. I can say that, right? That's not in the pocket. My grandmama fine. Y'all know my grandmama fine. All right. I'm gonna try to get through this without crying. Here we go. Behold, the country girl running through the woods, running through the hood with goods. Because of what she say, East J and the East Bay, we pray, no matter what the buzz or the streets say. Now peep game. Candy. Help my false thoughts unhand me. My false spots understanding. I meditate. Let it go, then I levitate. Spirit, thank you for this angel. She's hecka great. Reverend E, that also rhymes with heavenly. Her lightheartedness is heavy, G. See the recipe? Your insecurities are dead to she. They better duck, loves the weaponry. On Spirit, she woke up with her mind stayed on. And when she's in the house, all your doubts stay gone. Always show gratitude for what you got. And suddenly you'll see there's not a spot where God is not. We love you, Queen.
That's Reverend Lucian Baker, grandson of Reverend Dr. Eloise Oliver. And now we'll have Reverend Michael Beckwith with a few comments.
Peace and richest blessings to all of you. It is my joy, my honor to stand here in this dynamic tribute of this beautiful woman. She has spoken about me publicly over the years, but it's my joy to get to speak publicly about how much I love her. She carries at least two dynamic qualities that are essential to be able to do what she has done. One, when we think of Jesus the Christ, Yeshua ben Joseph, when he said, "You must be as a child to enter into the kingdom of heaven." She has that capacity to carry the beginner's mind, that childlike nature that allows her to be she's a continued transponder of the Holy Spirit. Because she does not live in I know, and I know that already. She lives in this space of being absolutely available like a child holding a space of wonder and awe. Now that's Reverend Eloise Oliver. At the same time, she channels a deep, ageless wisdom. So you have this childlike nature with a sage of dynamic wisdom. And when those two things come together, you have a mystic. You have an individual, regardless of the words that are coming out of her mouth, the vibrational frequency underneath those words heals, uplifts, inspires, transforms, transmutes energy into a dynamic presence of divine healing. This is Eloise Oliver. Whenever I hear that sweet voice, as I was sitting right here a few moments ago and she was doing the opening prayer, as soon as I hear that voice, spiritual chills go over my body. And I know God is talking, using her as a transponder and an instrumentality of the divine presence. When we hear her, we never have to say, what does God want? That's like saying, what does love want? What does intelligence want? God wants, intelligence wants, love wants to be known and expressed to its highest potentiality. This is a shining example. Reverend Eloise Oliver, I love you. Did you just mention publicly that you're almost 100 years old? You never would mention your age before. I think it slipped out of your mouth. But regardless of how many years you've been on this planet, you have indelibly imprinted not only the vibrational frequency of this community, but you have indelibly imprinted countless beings on this planet. I love you, I love you, I love you. God bless you.
Ensemble, come forward, please.
Choir comes forward. We want to acknowledge Vanessa Wynn. Martin Trousseau. And we're honored to bring this song into the room. That has been the song that has been part of Reverend Eloise's legacy since Tyrone directed the choir back in the day. And Ayanna Johnson sang lead. I get nervous sometimes, Vanessa, so I might need you to feed me some lyrics. Take your time, take your time. Can I invite everyone just to take a breath into the room as the choir continues to get in position, and know that we'll be asking you to join us on the chorus, because the song has been sung many times, and we're honored to bring it to you this afternoon. Just make room, connect your bodies if you need to turn sideways and adjust. Did you say you're on? We need to turn on Vanessa's mic. I'm just gonna keep it real because sometimes things like this happen. Doesn't stop the praise. My protector. Yeah. God is my
Michelle is a minister of music at the East Bay Church. Please give it up for her and the ensemble. Vanessa Wynn is here on the piano and singing those vocals. Martin Trousseau is here on drums. That song is a special request of Reverend E's, so we knew it would be the right tribute to you. Now, what is all the fuss about? If you are brand new and you don't know why we're here to celebrate Reverend E, we thought we'd give you just a little taste of what it's all about.
David said, if I go to the highest mountain, God is there. If I go to the deepest sea, God is there. So right where you are, God is. So I started preaching with my eyes closed. And then I learned that when I have my eyes closed, I can absolutely download spirit. And I know what needs to be said, regardless of what I wrote that I was going to talk about. When I close my eyes, I can reach out into that audience and pull from the congregation who is having a particular problem this week. And I can address that issue. And I did that every Sunday. And people come out and say, oh, you sure was talking to me. But that was because I was in a zone, they call it. And I want to say to you, as I say to myself, it's never too late to begin again. It's never too late to begin again. So tonight is your opportunity to begin again. This is a wonderful time at our church. And this is just the beginning of many, many fundraising, FUN as well as FUND, activities that we're having here. So I welcome you tonight. There is only one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. That life is my life. And that life is your life. And that life is the life we celebrate tonight. For this and so much more, we are eternally grateful.
Reverend Dr. Eloise Oliver. We're going to give her just a quick moment. Reverend, is there anything you want to say?
Reverend Dereca asked me, do I want to say something? To tell you the truth, I'm speechless. I never thought I'd be speechless before. But I'm speechless. It's so wonderful to see you all here. And I give thanks. I give thanks. I just give thanks. And as I said before, start every day with thanksgiving. And the next day, add something else to be thankful for. Because we don't need to tell God what we need. We need to speak to our needs about God. My folks believed in duality, and they thought about God and the devil. And my grandmother said, when that pain comes back, you say, the devil is a lie. I'm healed. I am healed. I am healed. And so it is.
Can I ask you if you're comfortable to stand on your feet so we can acknowledge Reverend Dr. Eloise Oliver. We love you. We appreciate you. And we thank God for you. Put your hands out, East Bay. Put your hands out. All of your students and your grand students and your great-grand students, we are here and we say, as you taught us to say, Reverend E. Reverend E. We love you. We know who you are. The God in us recognizes the God in you. Thank you for your love, for your prayers, and for your consciousness. And so it is. All right, family. There's not a spot. There's not a spot. Whew, are y'all having a good time? You're having a good time, like deep down inside. Whew, okay, so just a few reminders and announcements. Last call for our silent auction. If you would like to participate in the silent auction, now is the time. Still to come, Reverend Michael Beckwith. He's going to talk to us about building the future, because this is a celebration about legacy and future. And we also have a live auction coming up a little bit later. So don't even think about, oh, you know, maybe it's time for me to head out. No. Just stay right where you are. And quick announcement, this is how it's going to go for dinner. You're going to be called by table, so stay in your seats. All right? Stay right where you are. The dinner's not going to go anywhere. And we're going to call you and let you know.
All right, East Bay. If you haven't already figured it out, there's also some bathrooms in the back. If you need to take a bathroom break, they're in the back here. We'll be coming around to your table to let you know when it's your turn to go. We did have an accident earlier, so we want to make sure that we're respectful with each other and with our wonderful caterers so that they can serve us the way that they intend, and this is their request. So we're honoring that. So we will come around to your table to let you know when it's your turn to go. Thank you so much. All right, now we're with Destiny.
If you don't have your auction paddle, please stop by the registration table as you're proceeding for dinner. Make sure you have an auction.
I love you more.
That's Jake Jones. Give her some more love, please. Even if you're eating, I invite you to take a breath for a moment. Take a deep breath. Sustain it at the apex. That is, don't let the air out. But feel and sense all of the love that has been expressed this evening. Now breathe it out. And begin to understand that what is created in this moment, what has been created over 50 years, is a living field of unity, of love, of peace, of harmony, of transformation, and community building. We call that a legacy. It's a living legacy, primarily because it has impacted the noosphere of the planet. The mental atmosphere of the planet vibrates with countless individuals who've been touched by this ministry. Countless individuals who've been changed and transformed. So it's a living legacy, because oftentimes when people speak of legacy, they speak of the past. But with the intersection of the eternal breaking into time, all that has happened in the so-called past is happening now. It is vibrating and oscillating with the unconditional love, the dynamic peace, the deep sense of oneness with the power and the presence and the love of God. We've come to understanding that under the aegis of this spiritual community, the spiritual principles of New Thought, ageless wisdom that speaks about unity and divine love and oneness with God. It speaks about being made in the image and likeness of God, that we have the power of selection and choice based on expanded awareness. We have the power of volition and initiative. And we have the principle of eternal progression, meaning this divine, perfect spiritual idea that was caught by so many of you is full to overflowing with infinite potential. It is vibrating high. And so we have to live under the question of what is trying to emerge now. What's the next step now? As a community, we will never, ever ask or never say, well, we've done it like this before, so we'll do it like this again. We'll never, as a community, and that's evoking the law of eternal progression, we will never say, this is the way it's been done, and this is the way we're going to do it. The only tradition that a spiritual community operates under is the tradition of affirmative prayer, meditation, visioning, sacred service, and practicing the law of circulation, so that it's fueled and funded. The idea is fueled and funded by individuals who are willing to catch the vision and then anchor it in time and space through their word, their action, and their substance. And so, as a community that's been here 50 years, woo, and under the aegis of a living vibrational legacy, we're living now under the verge, under the opening of what's trying to emerge now. So we don't get caught up in the muck of old traditions other than prayer, meditation, visioning, sacred service, and practicing the law of circulation, so that we become nimble, we become available, we become open, and we do not grow old, we grow vital with the revitalization of a vision that's trying to capture our hearts and soul. So we ask a different set of questions, as Reverend Dereca mentioned under the life visioning process. We always ask. We always, first of all, had the feeling of unconditional love, which is what you felt today. We have loved up all of these ministers. We have embraced Reverend Eloise Oliver, and you have embraced yourself. As a matter of fact, just embrace you. Just put your arms around yourself and repeat after me. I'm an instrument of the divine love. I am an instrument of the vision of East Bay spiritual community. And so as we are in love with loving, transpersonal loving, we just love to love. Whatever object comes into our awareness, we just love that. We enter into the vibration that Reverend Eloise has been teaching for so long. We just love people who don't even like us. Come on now. What did he say? Pray for those that don't like you. Pray for those that hate you. Pray for those that despise you. We love people we don't like. And then under the aegis of love and feeling that deep connection with the Spirit of the living God, we catch a vision. Now, all of you who are a part of this august community, this robust community that is in celebration, you want to begin to ask, what is trying to emerge now? What is the vision? We know what we've done. It's been great. Magnificent to the tearing down of strongholds of negativity and for people coming under the superstitious religiosity of God being way out there. We now know God is right here. The super soul self, the super conscious self, the higher self, the Christ self, we know that it's right here, right now. So we're done with religiosity that puts God out there. And so we're feeling and sensing our oneness with the presence, and we're saying, okay, what's next? We're trying to emerge right now. We've done a great job. We have a dynamic foundation. Now, what are we going to build on it? It's more than a building. What are we going to build on? It's more than our past. What are we going to build on it? And so as a community, under the co-leadership now, we're like, what is trying to happen now? And then we go to one of the main questions. What is it that I have to become to manifest the vision that's now speaking to all of us? Understand there's an eternal broadcast happening from the beginning of time. Let there be light, let there be love, let there be beauty. That's not something that happened thousands of years ago. That's happening moment by moment by moment. And that means with you as the image and likeness of God, having the capacity to choose and to make selection, every time you speak, you are setting something new in motion. Every time you think, you're setting something new in motion. So in this moment, you're asking, what is it that I have to become to actually manifest this new vision that's unfolding? We're not pouring new wine into old wine skins. We're celebrating the wine skins. But we're saying, oh, something new is happening. Say it, something new is happening. Something new is happening through me. Something new is happening through we. And it's happening right now. And so as we begin to sincerely ask that question, then we can say, what is it that we have? What do you have in your house, your consciousness, that can be in service to the vision that's beginning to articulate itself? And when you ask that question, you come into the consciousness of being and having. You're saying, I already have something. What do you have in your house? What resources? What experience? What talents and gifts do we have in the house? And like the widow that was told by the great prophet, go home and pour that oil. It's never going to run out. If we ask, what do we have? Something is going to flow through us. We don't have to ask how. We just have to ask what. What is it? What is the vision? What must we become? What do we have? And then sincerely ask ourselves, what is it that we can finally let go of that no longer serves us? Everybody knows their mental habits that block them from excellence and success. Everyone knows their own mental and emotional habits that keep things stuck. What can I let go of now that no longer serves me? This is what you do with you and God. You get sincere about it. And then you open up your consciousness to the dynamic quality of willingness. Anything begins with willingness. Willfulness creates a wall. Willingness creates a way. And so once you become willing to catch the vision, articulate the vision, ask how we can grow, what is our growing edge, what must we become, and then you ask, what do I already have that can be in service to the great vision, and then let go of everything else. Woo, now we're entering into the miracle zone. The timeless eternal presence breaks into time as each and every one of us. And lo and behold, everything that has been done in 50 years will be the vibrational foundation of the new thing that's trying to happen. Let it catch you right now. In this dynamic moment of celebration of a living legacy of all of these ministers that you saw up here today, embracing our very own Reverend Eloise Oliver, carrying the dual, the childlike nature and the sage nature, allowing that wisdom of mysticism to flow through her. She is a shining example of what we are all opening up our heart and stretching to it. Close your eyes for just a second. And it's not going to be long because I've got to catch a plane. Close your eyes for just a second. And just ask, what's trying to emerge as the next evolutionary unfolding phase of the East Bay spiritual community, the East Bay Church of Religious Science, East Bay community. God. Just ask. Now, what you're doing right now by asking is you're setting something in motion that when you're dreaming, in a moment you think not, it will begin to speak to you. in a language and in a way that you can understand. A gut feeling, a hunch, an intuitive hit, a vision. There is something trying to happen to be built on this beautiful foundation of 50 years. When churches have come and gone, 50 years stable in God. What's trying to emerge? What seeds have been planted? What's trying to emerge? Catch it. Just open yourself up to catching it. And then hear these principles once again. Unity, one with God. Image and likeness of God, we have the power of selection and choice. Choice is a function of expanded awareness. That's why you pray. Initiative, you have initiative. And we're evoking the law of eternal progression. The idea of East Bay is not one and done. It's a living revelation that keeps unfolding. But it must need you to unfold. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Let go of what doesn't serve you and be a living, vibratory place for the next iteration of this glorious community that has touched countless beings to unfold from a glory to a greater glory. Feel it in your bones. Let's pray for just a second. Infinite Spirit, great God of the universe, oh, how grateful we are. How thankful we are to be awake, aware, and alive this evening, to allow for our perceptual windows to become clean and clear, that we can see clearly now. And from this consciousness of gratitude and thanksgiving and dynamic appreciation, we recognize the presence. We recognize it everywhere. It's in all of us. It is all of us. And we feel such a deep sense of unity with it, they were able to say, I am what thou art, and thou art what I am. And the very word that's being spoken right here, right now, in the beginning was the word, no, 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 no. In the beginning is the word. And this word is spoken right now for each and every one of us. This word is spoken right now for the activation of the perfect spiritual idea of the East Bay spiritual community, that it unfolds with an ease, a grace, a dignity, and a power through each and every one of us in such a way that it is life-changing for people we don't even know yet. We the people coming. They're hearing the signal. They're feeling the vibration. They're saying something is going on there. Something magnificent. I gotta go there. We're blessing them right now. We're welcoming them in our heart with the open arms and open hearts. We're welcoming them right now. They're here already. So we bless those who have come, those who are coming, those who are here. And this perfect spiritual idea known as the East Bay spiritual community is just getting started. Say it, it's just getting started. Say it, say it, say it. Look at somebody and say it's just getting started. We give thanks for this, and more than words can say or ever convey. We allow it to be so, and so it is. Amen. Peace and radical blessings. Thank you for inviting me.
Test, test.
for the future of East Bay Music Ministry.
For the caterers and for our food. So let's take a breath in. And let's let it go. So much to be thankful for these 50 years to celebrate. I'm just grateful that East Bay is still here so I can celebrate. I said it out loud, huh? I'm not really sure what's next, but I just know I like a microphone. Oh, so it looks like we're talking about the auction. Are you going on the stage to talk to the people about this exciting moment that's happening next? Oh, get ready, y'all. Buckle up. You bought a ticket, now we're going on the ride. All right, you ready? Give me something hand tonight. Moving good, good. This is the moment we have been waiting for. I know I've been waiting for it. I know you guys have been waiting for it too. It is time for the live auction. Who's excited about the live auction?
your dessert tonight? Let's see those piles up. I'm starting it off at $10. Who's in a $10 for some money? There's 10, 20, 20, 20. I got 10 right here. Who's going to give me $20? $20, thank you. 30, 30 for $30. $30. I got 20 right there. 30 for 50 bun cakes. Delicious treats to share at your table. I got 20 in the back. Who's going to give me 30, 30, 30, 30, 30? Hang on, I got 20 there. Right there. How about 40? Can you get 40, 40, 40, 40? Just, you might open the box so we can see this deliciousness. I've got 30 right there. Who's going to give me 40? It's for $40 for another dessert to share. You're going to be so 100%. It's for $40. There's my 30. Who's going to give me 40? Oh, next to these. They are so delicious. It's for $40. 40, 40, 40. I got 30 right there. Give me 40. Give me 40. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, that's 20 right there. What she saw, she had to have them. How about 50? $50 right there. Who's going to give me $50 for $50? Got 40 right here. Who's going to give me 50? For $50, $50, $50. $50 got 40 right there. Good for 50. Okay. $40 going once. $40 going twice. And I'm sold to bidder number 200. $40. Next up, auction lot number 1. Up, and away. This is a hot air balloon and country trip donated by Lola Allen and Michelle Langley, and this is my favorite. Where are my thrill seekers and my lovers? One, I gave everyone to a ride on this beautifully selected Napa hot air balloon ride. Breathtaking views of the beautiful Napa countryside and our picturesque California landscape. This getaway in nature is scheduled for Thanksgiving. The scenic trip begins in beautiful Sonoma near downtown. But wait, there's more. In addition to this balloon ride, we are providing dinner and overnight stay in the tranquil Sonoma area, plus a $100 Visa gift card to spend on dinner or souvenirs or anything of your choice. This is something amazing. Who is ready to check this off from your bucket? It's easily valued at, I don't know, $3 million, but start off at $800. Who's in at 800? There's my 800. Come on, 9. Getting at 900. 900. There. How about $900? Up and away. Check it off your bucket list for $900. Got my 800 right there. Who's in at 900? This week, $900 for one. $900 for one. $900 for one. This is a very romantic trip. Or maybe a really nice birthday present for mom or dad. I got my $900 for $1,000. Who's going to give me $100 for one? I got $900 for $1,000. Up and away. This is really a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I got my 9. Who's going to give me 1,000? Looking for 1,000. 1,000. Okay, fair warning. 1,000 going once. 1,000 going twice. And I sold $900 to bidder number 162. Thank you very much. Very nice. Next up, auction lot number 2. Ernie Barnes Solid Rock Congregation. This is donated by Arlene King and family, and this is my favorite. So, Rock Congregation depicts a jubilant church scene in the American South. And the right of the composition is the gospel singer Margaret Bell, a friend of Ernie Barnes, who commissioned the artwork and is shown belting into a microphone. Ernie Barnes is the first American professional athlete to become a renowned artist. He's well known for his unique style of depicting movement and energy, and for creating Sugar Shack depicted on the cover of Marvin Gaye's What's Going On album and the Good Times TV show. So here's the thing. This framed 18 by 17 print is valued at $1,000, but the original sold for close to $1 million. Let's start off at $700. Who's in at $700? Again, $700 was the main thing printed for $700. Who's in at $700? Yes, there's my 7 right there. How about 8? Can I get 800? For $800, I got 700. Who's gonna give me 800? This is a beautiful piece that will be stunning in anyone's living room. I'm looking for 800. I've got 700. There's 800 right there. Oh, she 600, there is my 8, looking for $900. I've got a tiny bit of 800. But how about, she said, no, stop right now, she wants it. But who's going to give me 9? I'm looking for 900. 900 for something that could be valued at close to $1 million. This is a steal of a deal. How about $900? There's 900. She's back in. She's back in. So, that brings us $1,000 back to our first friend, or to anyone else who wants to jump in. There's $1,000. Who's gonna get it? One with the $1,000. Who's gonna get $1,000? This will only appreciate the time. They go $1,000. There's my 900. Who's gonna get it? $1,000. There's $1,000. Who's gonna get it? $1,000. Then I get $1,000. I got 900 right there. She's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. This is something I stand with generation after generation. I'm gonna go $1,000. Okay, fair warning. 1,000 going once. 1,000 going twice. I've sold it for 900. You better number. Oh! 112. 112. All right, number 3. Yeah! Portrait of your favorite photo, donated by Joanne Johnson. Is Joanne here? Where's Joanne? And she's right here! Oh, right here. Okay, this is my favorite. This lot is truly one of a kind. You are bidding on an 18 by 24 acrylic photo painting on canvas of you or a loved one. I want you to know about Joanne. She has had no formal training in art. What you see was always within her naturally. Joanne loves people, which are the main subjects of her artwork. Her interests are skin tones, emotions, facial expressions, and their surroundings. She has a special love for the principle of one love, especially the oneness of all human beings and their facial features. So Joanne's artwork is a representation of that love created from within. And I studied art in college, and let me tell you, it is so difficult to paint people. She really is a naturally talented artist. Oh yes. So, this is absolutely priceless. I'm starting it off at $300. Who's going to get painted for $300? There's $300 right there. Can I get more? $400 right there. $500. $500. $900. I got my $400. Who's going to get me $500? This would make a lovely present for yourself, or maybe for mom. There's $500. How about 6? Can I get $600? Who's going to get me 6? I got 5 for $600. $600. I got 5 right there. You can't get this on Amazon. I'm looking for $600. I got my 5. Who's going to get me 6? Oh, here comes the example of her beautiful work that she's done. Just to give you a little sneak preview of what might happen. I'm looking for 6. I got 5. Who's going to get me 6? Looking for $600. Looking for $600 to have a portrait painted. Is that my 6 right there? Oh, there's my 6 right there. Thank you very much. All right, 7. Can I get 7? I got 600. Oh, she's looking at him. Play fair, play fair. How about 700? Can I get 700? I got 6. Looking for 700. Oh, did she say to buy it? I think she just whispered, buy it. I think she did. I'm not sure that's what it looked like to me. I'm looking for 700. Who's going to get me 700? $700. Put this over your fireplace. Give it to grandma for her birthday. So many options. Looking for 700. I've got 6. Who's going to give me 7? 700 for a once in a lifetime experience. $700. Okay. Fair roll. There's our 700. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. How about 8? 800. He said 7. Can we get 8? She's thinking about it. I think we all should be thinking about it for $800. Look for $800. That's 700 there. Who's going to give me 8? Looking for 800. 800 for something to pass down from generation to generation. Looking for $800. That's 700 here. Okay. Fair warning. 800 going once. 800 going twice. Oh! $9. is my favorite. This gives you a day to remember. You and 3 of your friends or family members will spend a glorious day in Napa wine tasting at Brown Estate and enjoy a delicious dinner of your choice. Why Brown Estate?
Bring it down a little bit.
Because it is not only family owned, it is Black owned and established in 1996. In 2018,
I've been to that place.
Brown Estate started its
That's
sister label, House of Brown. They won a Black owned label. Here's your chance to show support while having a really good time. So besides enjoying these organic wines, you will receive a $150 Visa check card to spend a delicious lunch or dinner. So you call it wine, I call it teacher juice. Let's start off at $450. Who's in at $450? Oh, what? Tasting it now. For $450. Who's running at $450? There's my $450. How about $500? Forget $500. Who's gonna give me $500? Who's gonna give me $500? $500 for a wonderful time with you and your friends. Rock the tapes and enjoy the beautiful weather in Napa. $500 is what I'm looking for right now. Who's gonna give me $500? Look for $500. This would be a great girls trip, birthday present for your sister or mom. $500. Who's gonna give me $500? Who's looking for $500? I got my $450. Who's gonna give me $500? I'm looking for $500. Okay, fair warning. Oh, there's $500.
500?
Oh. Okay, $550. How about $550? Right there. Who's gonna give me $550? She's gonna $50. I'm looking for $550. She's thinking about it. She's thinking, oh, it's so much fun. Brown Estate, delicious wine, delicious. Water, like water. Good for you. Drink it up. Look for $550. $6. How about $6? Good. $600. More $600. $600. And now that is just so close, you can go and relax and just have a wonderful time. Look for $600. $600. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Bring all your friends. With me, I would bring my cats. And we go wine tasting. Look for $600. Okay. $550 going once. Oh, $600. Get a new friend. Good at my party. Yes. Yes. $600. $600. Okay. $650. Who's gonna give me $650? I'm looking for $650. $600. Yeah. $650. $650. Wine tasting at Brown Estate. $650. Looking for $650. I want $600. Looking for $650. Okay, fair warning. $650 going once. $650 going twice. Yeah. Are you people those slackers? Is that yeah? Okay, $700. Who's gonna give me $700? We have so many friends that wanted to right in before us back in. Look for $700. $700. All going to our wonderful, wonderful organization. Look for $700. That's 16 right there. Look for 7. We're lucky number 7. Fair warning. $700 going once. $700 going twice. And I have sold $650 for bidder number 150. Next up, lot number 5. Wisdom through the ages. Donated by EBCRS Board of Trustees and Constance Slider here. This is my favorite. So, this is something truly special. You will spend an evening of divine feminine wisdom with the prophetic women of faith. Prepare to embark on an intimate spiritual journey where ancient wisdom meets modern evolution. This one-of-a-kind event brings together 3 powerful prophets, Reverend Dereca Blackmon, Reverend Deborah Johnson, and Reverend Oliver, for an evening of deep spiritual contemplation, soul-stirring discussion, and a radical truth.
That just shows you that it's right. So that's what it is.
Okay.
This is just like an indicator. So from outside, it's like somebody's face, that's bad. But in here, it's fine.
date to be arranged. So this is different. This doesn't go to whoever bids the most. I'm actually selling per seat. I'm selling tickets to the event. It's $150 a ticket. So if you would like to be a part of this amazing spiritual evening, let's do a visual. Hold up your bitter paddle and then give me the finger. Well, no, not like that. You're gonna hold up your bitter paddle and then show me with your finger how many tickets you would like to buy. So if you are in to go to this amazing evening, get your bitter paddle up right now and show me with your fingers how many tickets you would like to bid. All right, bidder number 144 is in for 2 tickets. Who's gonna join? Bidder number 185 is in for 1 ticket. Bidder number 112 is in for 2 tickets. Bidder number 188 is in for 1 ticket. Who's gonna join the party? Because this is gonna be an amazing evening. Yes, bidder number 252 is in for 1 ticket. Who else is going? We've not seen for this night. You saw who was going. This is like a crowd. I want to join the party. Yes, bidder number 130 is in for 2 tickets. Thank you. Who else would like to go? We've still got space for this night. All right. Yes, bidder number 146 is in for 2 tickets. Thank you. Anyone else? Jump in. This is a fun night. Or maybe spiritual night. No. This is not on the silent auction. This is live only. Anyone else? Okay. Yes, bidder number 164 is in for 2 tickets. Thank you. Yes, bidder number 117 is in for 1 ticket. Thank you. How are we doing out there? There's still space. Yes, bidder number 112 is in for 2 tickets. Thank you. All right. Fair warning. Anyone else ready to go? All right. Make some noise. That was fabulous. Thank you. Oh, lot number 6. Pick your paradise. This is a choice of a trip to Mexico or Hawaii. And this is my favorite. For real this time. So, one lucky winner will have their choice. You will literally get to pick your paradise with either 6 days and 5 nights in Waikiki for up to 4 guests, valued at $3,978, or a 6-day, 5-night, all-inclusive stay for 2 guests in either Riviera Maya, Nueva Vallarta, or Acapulco, valued at $3,250. So let me tell you about Mexico. You get a suite. And by suite, I mean bedroom, living room, kitchen, not one but 2 LCD screens, jacuzzi bath, and private terrace with your own private plunge pool. So Grand Maya resorts are known for their immaculate gardens, infinity pools, events like sports, cooking classes, and sea turtle releases. You can dine, swim, and sip cocktails, all with ocean views at your fingertips. Indulge in a romantic sunset and luxurious accommodations while soaking up tropical vibes. I'll say it again, all inclusive. You can fit 2 adults and 2 kids, but do you really want to bring the kids? Oh, teachers and boys! Plus, you've got 18 months to travel. Now let's hear about Hawaii. If you choose Hawaii, the other option is 6 days and 5 nights in Waikiki for up to 4 guests, valued at $39.78. You will get a Waikiki view room at the Outrigger Beachcomber with a king bed or 2 double beds upon request. This newly renovated 350 square foot room with sliding floor to ceiling windows leading to a furnished balcony. You enjoy the comforts of a cozy sitting area, and you are just steps away from the sand and sun of Waikiki Beach. You are just moments from the most iconic island attractions and activities Oahu has to offer. So, there's two ways to win this. You can either risk your luck and try to get it in our last hero game, or you can get a guaranteed trip to either Mexico or Hawaii right now. So, this is valued at your sanity because we all need to go on vacation. Let's start it off at $1,800. Who's gonna go to Hawaii or Mexico for $1,800? You're gonna go on vacation anyway, you might as well give it to our congregation. Looking for $1,800. Who's gonna bid $1,800 right there? Thank you very much. How about $1,900? Someone's gonna get to choose Mexico or Hawaii for $1,900. I got my there's my $1,900. How about two? I'm looking for $2,000. Who's gonna get me two? Looking for $2,000. There's $2,000 and I got $2,100 in the back. 22. Who's gonna get me 22? Looking for $2,200. Can I get 22? I've got 21. How about $2,200? And you can just feel your toes in this white sand. Warm water. I'm looking for 2,200. Who's gonna give me 2,200? I've got 2,100 right there. I'm looking for 22. Who there's 2,200 right there? Thank you. 23. 2,300. Go to or Hawaii. Your choice. 2,300. And you don't have to choose right now. I've got 22. I'm looking for 2,300. 2,300. This is a way to make an impact on lives and you get to go on vacation. Looking for 2,300. I've got 22. Who's going to give me 23? I'm looking for 23. I've got 22 right there. How about 2,300? $2,300 for sun. Sun, we need this one. Looking for 23. There's my 22. Who's going to give me 23? 2,300. Steal of the deal. Never apartment shopping, my friends. Looking for 2,300 for that vacation that you know you need to take. You know you have the time off and you just never do it. But now's the time where you can take care of yourself and give back. I was looking for 2,300. I've got 2,200 back there. Looking for $2,300. Yay! Someone else is just right there. Yes. Thank you. How about 24? Can I get 24? I got 23. Looking for 2,400. Who's not going to get 2,400? Anyone else can jump back in? Would you like to jump back in or someone would like to join us? You know, you can think about who you're going to take. You're going to take your best friend, you're going to take your partner. You don't have to go with your spouse, so just say it. Oh, look at 24. Who's going to give me 2,400? I've got 23 in the back. Who's going to give me 24? Looking for 24. I've got 23 right there. $2,400. $2,400 to help all the services that you provide to the community. For 24. I've got 23. Who's going to give me 24? Okay. Fair warning. 2,400 going once. 2,400 going twice. Now sold 2,300. Today, number 236. Oh, lot number 7. The Valley Spirit Tour, donated by Reverend Dr. Andriette Earl of Heart and Soul and Spirit Tours. This is our last lot of the night, and this is my favorite. Explore the wonder and soul of Valley on a special sacred tour with beloved Reverend Dr. Andriette of the magical island of Valley, September 2nd through 13th. While in Valley, you will relax, snorkel, enjoy massages, go on sunrise walks, shop, and shop. Soak up the sun on Sonora Beach and visit the sacred Dereca Blackmon water temple and the Nomkawatu temple. This 12-day trip is for one very lucky person. So this is up at almost $4,000, but it is truly priceless. Let's start off at $2,000. Who's going there? 2,000 right there. Who's going to Bali for 2,200? I've got 2,000 right there. 2,200 right there. 24. Okay, 24. I've got 22. You might just go to 24 and make sure you get it. You got 24. Then how about 26? Then I got 2,600 to go to Bali. 26 right there. Thank you very much. 2,800. 2,800. That actually getting high. 94. I've got 2,600. There's 2,800 in the back. Thank you very much. $30,000. $30,000. I got 28. I'm looking for $3,000. There's my $3,000 right there. Thank you. 32. 32. Looking for 3,200. 3,200 in the back. About 3,400. Yeah, she's back there. She wants it. 36. Looking for 36. I got 34 right here. Who's looking at me? $3,600. $3,600 to go to Magical Valley with the Reverend. 3,600. I've got 34 right here. Who's going to give me 36? Looking for $3,600. 34 right there. Looking for 36, 36, 36. Who's going to give me 36? She's thinking about it. It was only $200 more. $3,400 right here. I'm looking for $3,600. Okay. Fair warning. 3,600 going once. 3,600 going twice. And there's my 36 and the 38. I got 36. How about 38? I have 30. How about 4? How about 4? Can we get $4,000 for this truly priceless experience? I've got 38 here. $4,000. Looking for 4. Look at 4,000. But even right here, looking for 4,000. Okay, fair warning. 4,000 going once. Thank you. 42. 4,200. Now I'm looking for 42. 4,200. $4,200. Still low value. $4,200. For once in a lifetime, you will not have this opportunity. $4,200. I got 4,000. I got who's going to get 4,200. Looking for 42. Fair warning. 4,200 going once. 4,200 going twice. And I have sold $1,000 in the back. Would you please turn to the person on your right and politely go?
Before you go on, yeah, it's part of this auction thing.
And then turn to the person on your left and politely go, shh. Because right now, we have a very special video that is going to tell you about the 4 pillars of Faith Church of Religious Science and what they are doing for the community. So let's go ahead and take a look at our video.
Over the years, East Bay's Beyond the Walls ministry has grown to encompass so much of what East Bay stands for, and at its heart is the spiritual transformation of the entire planet. The numerous services provided under the Beyond the Walls ministry helps our congregation not only make a difference in our church community, but also helps us uplift communities outside of East Bay, so we can do exactly that, change the world. Today, we have several programs actively running with countless lives being touched daily. Our first pillar is based on helping those in need. You've probably heard of our Faces program. This program is near and dear to our heart. In partnership with Abundant Blessings, we distribute food to anyone in need twice monthly, when an average of 10,000 pounds distributed per month. Wow! A few other programs under this umbrella include our Backpacks for Children program and our Adopt a Family program we run during the holiday season. And our men's ministry supports dads with the Pathway to Fatherhood program, presented by Positive Communication. Our Health and Wellness Committee stays busy, keeping us active and informed so we stay healthy and abundant. We host an annual Health and Wellness Walk and Meetup at Lake Merritt, creating a beautiful time for all. We have a New Thought 12-step program and also host sessions on reducing mental health stigma. Our second Beyond the Walls pillar is social justice. The East Bay Church of Religious Science is committed to social justice and features guest speakers and activities focused on sacred activism. We have a voter education program which is always so timely, where we teach our community how to use the power of the vote to make a positive change. East Bay has also created a scholarship fund in the memory of Peggy Moore and Hope Wood. The third pillar is inclusion. At the East Bay Church of Religious Science, people come from all walks of life. Our congregation includes members of different religions, faiths, sexual orientations, and varying racial backgrounds. Moving forward, we will continue to practice radical oneness. Some say Sunday is one of the most segregated days of the week, but not at East Bay. And last but not least, our fourth Beyond the Walls pillar is church improvement. We have owned our property for over 20 years, and you can imagine it takes effort and money to make sure our space stays beautiful and inviting. Maintaining and upgrading our church allows us to expand our outreach and make sure people feel proud to call East Bay their home. This includes future plans for beautification of our garden and a new stained glass light box. Now you might be wondering, how do we do it all? It is only through the grace of God, all of our amazing volunteers, and your gracious donations. So thank you. With your help, we will not only be able to maintain the beautiful and important programs in our Beyond the Walls ministry, but we will also be able to multiply our reach and complete our mission of transforming the entire world. Thank you for your support.
So you, all of you, you're really going to change the world. Yes. So tonight, you have the power to change lives. The question is how many? How many lives are you going to change tonight? This is what I ask. I ask you to do two things. Number one, everybody just give something. In the live auction, only a handful of people could participate. But now we have an opportunity for everyone to be involved. And number two, whatever it is for you, stretch a little. Give at a level that is inspirational for you. So think back to that photo when we all had our paddles up. Just imagine what we could do together tonight as a family. So, do we have any accountants in the room? Okay, I say that because everything from this point forward is completely tax deductible. And fun fact, the more you give, the more you can write off. So I'm going to start high. I'm going to start at 5,000 and then go to 2,500, 1,000, 500, 250, and then say 100 for game at the end. But before we start, I'm a teacher, so I have to ask if there is anyone that can give at above 5,000. If so, what will happen is I will run to you, you'll tell us how much you'd like to give and who you'd like to dedicate it in honor. So, I'm going to pause for a minute, and if there's anyone who can donate it above 5,000, let's see those paddles up. Oh, bidder number 162. Hi. How much would you like to donate? How much above 5,000? Well, you were kind of hoping. The suspense is killing us. Yes, 6,000. number 200. This lady looks familiar. Hi, how much would you like to donate? $7,500. Who would you like to dedicate this to?
To our youth and family ministry.
Yes! So important. So important. Anyone else? Anyone else at above 5,000? Well, look at that. We made over 13,000 and we haven't even started yet. All right, $5,000 is a big championship level. In honor of our golden anniversary, I like to call it the 5,000 level. So your donation is saying happy birthday. That's like giving $100 for each of the 50 years. So your gift of $5,000 is critical because it can provide scholarships to students doing voter education through Peggy Moore and Hopewood's brand new scholarship fund. $5,000 can also fund the beautiful new stained glass light box installation for the garden. And $5,000 is 1/2 the cost of the mortgage of your beautiful building. So, if your job matches, raise your paddle for the full amount. You give $2,500, your job gives $2,500. Now, I know $5,000 is high, but if you think about it, it's basically the cost of a new iPhone. So, if you are in a 25 or 5,000, let's see those paddles up. Anyone in at $5,000? Did you all get new phones? Okay, doing great. Our next level. Usually I ask at $2,500, but since tonight is celebrating such a special event, I'm asking for $1,974. Why? Why? Because the East Bay Church of Religious Science was founded in 1974. So it's a special date to remember. Now your gift of $1,974 is crucial because it can feed nearly 40 families during the holidays, provide 60 backpacks for students, and provide supplies needed for the upkeep of our beautiful garden. I know 1974 is high, but I was thinking it's basically a trip to Costco. You go in for cereal and toilet paper, and the next thing you know, you're walking out with a kayak. So, if you were in for $1,974, let's see those paddles up. Yes, for 203-1974. Bidder number 265, 1974. Bidder, anyone else? Anyone else in 1974? Bidder number 202, $1,974. Thank you. Anyone else at 1974? Make some noise. This is fantastic. So your gift of $1,000 is essential because it can provide services to our community partners' faces and abundant blessings for food distribution to the unhoused and other folks in need. 11,000 blessing bags were delivered to unhoused families that include items such as blankets, clothes, and shoes. 5,000 bags of food were delivered to families in Alameda and West Contra Costa County. Now, $1,000 is the make or break level of any gala. This is either where it gets done or it doesn't get done. And if you think about it, $1,000 is basically the cost of like 3 organic avocados or a tank of gas or like 20 minutes of parking in San Francisco. So if you aren't at $1,000, let's see those number 261, $1,000. This is fantastic. Oh, bidder number 168, $1,000. Thank you. How are we doing? Anyone else? $1,000. All right, $500 is the second make or break level of any gala. The $500 level is our final birthday celebration level. $500 is like giving $10 a year for years. Your gift of $500 is far-reaching because it can provide 10 more families with holiday meals, provide 15 more backpacks filled with school supplies, or help pay our beloved musicians. So $500 is basically taking your family to the movies and you have to share the big bucket of popcorn. $500 is what I spent DoorDash last week, and by last week I mean yesterday. So, if you are in $500, let's see those paddles up. Who's gonna give $500? Yes, bidder number 130, $500. Thank you. Anyone else at $500? I got a hand in the back. Are you in at $500, sir? Yes, he is. We'll get your information on that later. Thank you very much. $500. Anyone else at $500? All right, bidder. Thank you. Next up, $250 is meaningful because it can provide art supplies and books for the little ones and middle school kids, or help from the bookstore by providing hosted events and talks at the bookstore. So if you think about it, $250, it's basically the cost of a latte and a cake pop at Starbucks. Or it's basically just walking outside and poof, there goes $250. So if you are in that $250, and let's see those paddles up. There's our $250. Who's in that $250? All right, looking for $250. The last donation of the night. All right, that was fantastic. Make some noise. How are we so far? So far, we have raised close to $40,000. All right, this is it. This is our last time tonight where you can donate and make a difference. We have a super fun game called Last Hero. And you will get, if you are our last hero tonight, you will have the choice of the trip to Mexico or Hawaii. The ones that I mentioned earlier, the 6 days, 5 nights, sun-drenched in wonderful, beautiful location. Your choice of Riviera Plan, Nueva Vallarta, or Acapulco, the suite, the jacuzzi, the plunge pool, all of that. And this is amazing, but listen carefully. It's a simple game, but it can get you into a lot of trouble if you don't listen to the rules. The choice of your trip to Mexico or Hawaii doesn't go to whoever bids most, it goes to whoever bids last. So you can raise your paddle as many times as you want, but every time you raise it, it's another donation. So if you raise your paddle 5 times, you donated $500. And who will we know who the last donor is? I'll say going once, going twice, and sold. And when I get to the D on sold, whoever the last person is to have their paddle up is our winner. So, $100 is new $10. Who's going to start us off tonight at 100? Who will start us off? $100 with a chance to go to Mexico or Hawaii. Yes, bidder number 187. Bidder number 187 is going, oh, 298, 298, in for 100, going to Mexico, 298, going once, going twice. Bidder 211 is going to go to Mexico, 211, going once, going twice. Oh, 187, 298, 298, 298, going once, going twice. And, oh, bidder, oh, 200, 212, 212 has it, 212 going once, 212 going twice. And, oh, 141, 163 has it, 163 going once, going twice. Oh, 211 back in, 211 is going to go away right now, 211 going once, 211 going, oh, 175 going once, 175 going twice. Oh, 164. Oh, no, it's back there. 212 has it. 212 going once. 212 going twice. Oh, 164. 164 is going to take out. 164 going twice. 211, she's back in. She really wants to go. 211 going once. 211 going twice. And leave. Oh, 117. 117 going. 117 going once. 117 going twice. 211 back in. 211 going once. 211 going twice. Again. Oh, 275. 275 going once. 275 going twice. 211. Okay, we're gonna be at this all night. Now, every time we bring it to the final, it's a donation of $200. $200 to Mexico, everyone. Right, 211 going once. 211 going twice. And oh, 164 number 200. 164 going twice. And I have sold $212 going. 212 going once.
all that dry, just
212 going twice. And I 164 number 200. 164 going once. 164 going twice. And I have sold 163. 163 going. 163 going once. 163 going twice. And I have sold 117. Okay, we gotta get going. Now, we're going to $300. $300 to Mexico or Hawaii. We're receiving it right now. And she is 117 going once. 117 going twice. And I have sold 162. Going to Mexico, Hawaii. 162 going once. 162 going twice. And I have sold 164. 164 going once. 164 going twice.
1, 2. All right, everybody, give it up for Monica Kibbe. Excellent job, very high energy. Thumbs up. Did you give the total already? You gave the total. 44,000. 44,000. 50 years. We're just getting started. There's not a spot. All right. I want to say thank you for having me as your host this evening. It's been an honor and a pleasure. Once again, my name is Nikki Thomas, if we haven't met over the 20 years that I've been here in the Bay. Thank you for having this celebration here at Oak Stop. I'm the Community Relations Ambassador here, so it's double thanks and double praise. So the rest of the evening is going to go like this. Coming up to the stage in a moment, Reverend Dereca has some closing words for us. Then it's the benediction, and then we're going to do a little bit of dancing. All right? So if you've been sitting in your seat this whole time, you're going to have to get up and do a little something before we let you leave. All right? Y'all give it up for Reverend Dereca Blackmon with our closing words.
Thank you. Okay, I know. Who wants to dance? Yeah, I see a few hands. There's a few hands who want to do that, so we're going to make this short, but it's one of the most important things we do is we thank people. So I'm going to bring, East Bay has a co-leadership model. I'm going to bring Reverend Arlene King out with me to do the thanks. And then Marlo and Reverend Anthony, if you are ready, we're going to pray us out at the end after that. All right. So we have a lot of people to thank, but I'm going to let Reverend Arlene start with our sponsors. Woo, Helen.
Good job.
Pat. Where's Pat? We can clap at the end. Yes. 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 All right. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Marianne. Yes. Woo! I want to have a special thank you to all the ministers that we honored tonight who made East Bay Church what it is today. Thank you for your service, for your vision. I want to thank Monica, the auctioneer. Didn't Monica do a great job? Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith. Was he not amazing? Are we inspired? Reverend Dr. Eloise Oliver. People were like, are you going home? She's like, no, I'm going to take pictures. So if she's still going, we're still going. I want to thank the East Bay Church of Religious Science Board. They're all working hard. Thank you so much for your leadership. If you were involved in helping, whether it's the program team, the registration and the auction team, the helping hands, could you please stand for a moment so that we can acknowledge you? We've got the AV team, the music, the production. Please stand, take a wave. We got our program staff, the registration, AV. Where's Maria Casey? And there are a few folks who have been in the leadership, our co-chairs, Arlene King and Maria Casey. Our producers, Master John Ellis, who you've seen running Where's Precious is back here somewhere, and Carol Johnson Williams. The harpist from the hood, Destiny Muhammad. You're going to hear in 1 second from Martin Trousseau and the One Love Band. They've been supporting us all throughout. Vanessa Wynn, Tyrone Cozy, and Reverend Queen Michelle Jordan leading our music. We had Zara and Marlo, Jen Johns, and Lucian all performing tonight. Give it up for our music. We are one. It says it right on the hat. So who are one love? I think it's we are one love. I don't know. We are one. We are one. I love it. Thank you so much. And did I forget anybody? I got everybody this time? All right. And you. Can I just have one moment to just look? Because everywhere I look, I just see years and years and years of service. Just take a moment to look at somebody and say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I think it's our time to pray, and then it's our time to dance. We've been talking about the vision of what was coming, and I want to have this, Marlo, come on up for this intergenerational moment. I had a torch that was passed to me, and it's burning really brightly. And so I'm grateful for this opportunity to just represent what it means to pass the mic.
As the mic is passed,
If we could just be still for prayer.
We take this opportunity to just be thankful. Just to be thankful. For in our being thankful, guess what? We get more things to be thankful for.
Amen.
So I share with each and every one of you, just be thankful for the breath which you are breathing. For there is only one breath, and that is the breath of God breathing you as it has and on.
For purposes of Thanksgiving, I celebrate the joy of Thanksgiving and the power of our culture. And knowing right here and right now, we're all expressions of God. Perfect expressions of God. Perfect expressions of God. With this in Thanksgiving, to the perfection of Christ.
Just closing with the idea of celebration and holding each other in hearts, appreciating each other and reminding each other that we're not alone and that we're together in this community and in this faith and that we see God in all of us. And so it is. So it is.
Yeah.